Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the third and final map. Of course, don't forget, you can head over to the Hellcase website where there is a hilarious story about a chicken where you can win yourself an Orb Medusa. Also, don't forget, there is also the discount code for Star Ladder, which will get you a discount too. So, all that stuff, you know. And obviously, if you want to bet on the game, GGBet is there for you as well. Sellout done. Moving on with the match. It is going to be alternate aTTaX facing off against Kinguin, the decider. And the 9th round kings of Hunden's army are going to have themselves the CT-sided start. That is what every single team will desire. Well, maybe to win too. Either way, Stefan is going to be kicking things off. Finds the opener on outside, but the rest of the players are looking to try and get in towards that ramp position. And the T's have just found a couple of wonderful kills. Hunden, he looks like he's about to be caught out. He does take one with him at least. And Stefan trying to continue forward, but they've realized, okay, there's a couple of players there around that area. Let's try and go back to A. And there is going to be now one ready and waiting. It's going to be Keto from above, but they've been able to reduce the range. That's the biggest thing. Nice shot from Taz, and he ends them both. This is Taz's map, and this is Taz's server. He will find the triple to get this party started as Kinguin get going over on that T side. I will say, as of recent, CT side definitely not has been as dominant as it used to be, and I think the stronger nuke teams, notably Astralis, can actually win the T-half versus pretty much anyone. Then again, Astralis can win any side of any map against pretty much anyone, because they are hands down the best team in the world. I wonder if this is actually the highest disparity in points in the HLTV rankings we've ever seen. Because Astralis are insanely far ahead at the moment. Keto will be able to find this opening pick, though. It's not plain sailing for the T side. They've got very heavy for weaponry over utility. Then again, I feel like a lot of executes on this map are fairly difficult, whereas popping heads, ow, we all do that every day. And sometimes even in video games. Double smoking, a little bit of utility that they have has been expended in a similar area, but the fact is it has actually sectioned off one of the players. So it is the T's round. Well, it's their round to lose at this point, because there's only 2 players remaining. Hunden, Tensky. To be a little bit low for Rallen, so he's just going to fall back. Doesn't really need to take the fight. Carter's ready, which is always good. Actually, my mother's family's surname is Carter. Just a pointless bit of information that I thought you might be interested in. Probably not. I know that many of you... Well, that's the thing I was interested in, because it seems like a lot of the people who respond in the chat, like they enjoy it. But I imagine there must be some people who are, like, lurkers, and they're just like, I wish this guy would just commentate the game, which... I don't know. I probably, if you do want to just watch the game, a bit irritating. Here we have the pretty new skins. Ooh, look at their outfits. They're part of the FBI. Ooh la la. Makes my ding-a-ling a little bit excited. Not really what I wanted, Addy. I want a campaign. That's what I want. Like, I know that there's so many things that need to be fixed in competitive Counter-Strike, but I want a campaign. I want to play some new maps. I want to, like, make my rank lower in Counter-Strike by playing these ridiculous maps in matchmaking. But it's fun. They are fun. And new skins that come with them that you can get as drops. And like the little level ups and the pretty little coins. I've got so many of those coins. They're worthless, but I like them. Valve, come on. It's been ages. Get people playing again. Regardless of losing to space. It's online. I suppose this is too. P side trying to force the issue, just go running in towards the B side. Minis will at least get one, and actually he'll get two, and his teammate will find a third. This is quickly swung right back into the favor of the T's, who are looking strong so far. And they're going to go rotating back towards the B side, where there is currently absolutely nobody. And Tensky, ooh, that was crisp. Crisp.
Bomb has been planted.
Minis. Ready, manages to pick off one. He's been excellent this round. 3 kills already. And leaving just Tensky left. Don't think he's going to be winning this one. Doesn't have a kit. Oh, he is just going to opt to save his rifle. Device bought aim locking software for $14,300 and is still losing. I see so many of those like weird conspiracy things, like people saying that there's like certain hacks you can buy for like $6,000 that will mean that they can never be detected. And I'm just like, surely that's the greatest way to get scammed ever. Because if you pick the wrong one, what was the other one I had? It was like, Flusher bought all of his hacks and then sold them to the guys at SK. I'm like, why do you think this is a story? Like, it sounds much more likely to be fiction. And then Flusher just responds to some of these comments like, let's smiley face. I remember one of the people like who was leaking stuff. That used to be a caster. Leaking, by the way, leaking. And the only like on his tweet was from Flusher, because he was just like, what is this? Either way. Four to 0. Kinguin looking strong. They had a great second map. The first, they actually were making a comeback, and that can be a big confidence builder. You lose, but at the same time, you put up a good showing towards the end. Build into the day. Just play on any community server. It's not the same, though. You know what I mean. Like, I get, yeah, okay, I can go on a community server, blah, blah, blah. But, like, I like earning stuff. I like playing to get stuff. It's cool. Supposedly they've added that you can get drops from the new cases. Like, just by when you level up. So, that's kind of cool now. But it's like, the chances are so rare. Hunden, spamming a few shots away. Actually hits more onto Searson than he does onto his opponents. Now, the clock is ticking relatively low. The bomb is currently in the hands of the man we're watching, Taz. And Tensky's rifle is here. There's a 1 in 50,000 chance he wins this round. Wow, the odds just got slightly better. He's managed to find a kill. If he gets this one, oh, there's a chance. And actually, wait, Taz has been dropped. That's the bomb on the floor. They've got to quickly get over there. They're actually going to win it. It's done. It's done. They just have to run away. Oh, Kinguin, what has gone wrong there? Nice work from Manise, but it doesn't matter in the end. Hunden will go down. And okay, in terms of money, that'll be quite painful. Although, actually, the CTs were saving. Thank you, Burb. Yeah, okay, that's something that's told me as well. Why was aTTaX removed from the game? Like, okay, fine, remove it from competitive. Well, it was never in competitive. But it's a good map, it's fun. I like aTTaX. You're hoping they'd give an outfit drop case. I was not. Nice work from the CT side already. Looking much more confident after they stole around. It can just get your jimmies a little bit rustled and get you going. That can mean anything you want it to mean, if I'm being truly honest. Reitz getting tagged slightly. I mean, he's still alive and kicking. He has been good over the last few rounds, and he snuck through. He found one. Oh, I was thinking he might make it a little bit more spicy, but it's looking like the round is going to be a herb and lemon. As Searson will close it out. The second round on the board for the CT side, but the T's have still got money. Manise had 10 grand when this round started. Either way, CT side. He still wants to try and make this work, doesn't he? He loves this little gun. He's got a purchase, and Maniz is already going to kick things off with that AWP. He really has been a force to be reckoned with. You bought PUBG just for crates. Well, if you want content update, I think Fortnite's probably the one you want to go for. Pains me to say it, but at least their devs are trying hard. Harlem, up above. Are they going to expect them here? Nice work from Maniz. Another comes in from Reitz. And it's looking like we're going to see the pain train right back in onto alternate attacks. Their money is not good.
Bomb has been planted.
Hensky still has his trusty MP5. I think I've only seen him get 1, maybe 2 kills with this. Because everything is about competitive in CSGO. See, you say that, but that's not true. Like, that's what we want to think when we see them just do nothing. But the fact is that, like, most of the updates just don't make sense. Like, why is the CZ still ridiculous? Like, if that was the case. Why is the Negev still unusable? Why is the M249 still completely pointless? Like, I don't know. I feel like you want to, like, they talk about a lot. When they themselves talk about updates, they talk about it being more for the general public. And if I'm talking about the general public, you want campaigns. You want stuff to do in the game. Like, I love playing competitive. I haven't had a PC for a little while, so it hasn't been great. But, like, I love playing it. But for the, like, I feel like for the average user to get the game popular, to get more people watching, because that's how I got in. I wasn't good when I started playing, but I was like, sure, let's see what the pros are doing. Holy cow, this guy can do ridiculous things. That's what got me interested. Either way, Hunden. Well, he's been in this game far longer than I have, and he's still a professional. Talented man. I say still a professional, but I was a professional. No, I wasn't. Militia. Yeah, Militia was fun. I said this yesterday. I remember beating a team called the Militians 16-2. It was a full 5-man clan called the Militians. Just obliterated them. And well, being a bit toxic, I said at the end, I think you might need a new map. Either way. Man lost for Kinguin. Still have a definite weaponry advantage, and we've got a trusty P5 in again. These have taken a lot of control, and they keep getting heaven control. Now, this time, Keto is ready and waiting, but that doesn't matter, and Mouse is just going to end the lives of both players on this site. Round pretty much done. Bomb juggled over, lots of utility being expended, and it just looks like that outer control seems to be the biggest problem at the moment. And even though they have an AWP, it's just not being held. And it is, that's the thing. I feel like a lot of good nuke teams are made on how they control outside, whether it's based off rotations, whether it's having people like abandoning it, but having a setup that still works for that. But the fact that Kinguin now multiple times have been able to walk all the way around and get into heaven and just kill whoever's there. Or, well, no, yeah, it must have been there, because I think Ramp was held by Tensky. Or if they do hold outside, then Ramp, you need to have that balance, and I think that's something that alternate attacks just don't quite have yet. Obviously, they've had some weaponry issues across the last few rounds, and Nuke is definitely a map that Kinguin are happy to play. Searson will at least put down Taz towards the end. I'm excited to see Taz on the CT side. I do really enjoy watching his, like, sort of A control. Like, he is excellent. Like, if anything, when he was in Virtus Pro, I think he was probably the best A-side nuke player you can get. That's true, actually. Like, yeah, when you talk about the game, a lot of the time, like the R8 being added, I still can't believe that ever happened, where someone was just like, yeah, no, like, this should be able to penetrate 3 people and kill them all in one shot. Like, what? Why? It is. It's, at least now, trial and error, they don't just add it straight into the matchmaking. or into competitive play. Like, that was ridiculous. But yeah, it is. It's like, there's so many things with nuke where they just added it straight in, and then they were like, okay, and now we're going to remove it again. Like, all of the silos with, like, ladders on them, and then for ages, people were just planting the bomb on top of all of the silos. Like, that was basically what nuke was at one point. I've played this game once a year as a punishment for Christmas Eve. Okay. It's like forcing Gaben to play. It's like, I want to play Dota. No, Gaben. Need to play Counter-Strike. Bralin. Somebody has to kill Keto. Finally, he'll be put down. Surviving on so little. They've removed Hensky from this ramp position and switched Searson there instead. That's just... What do you even do there if you're Tensky? A man falls down, shoots you in the head, and just walks away. Nice shot from Searson, though. Still bringing this closer, and now the clock is a problem. Oh, that could have been it. Oh, he actually had another chance. He's going to go around and try and deny the bomb plant. He's found a kill already, and it's all on to Reeds. Searson will win a round out of nothing. And, well, so many times I've said it, so many times I'll say it again. He seems to be such an important member of this team. When he's playing well, the team plays well. When he's playing poorly well, there's always something missing. 3 kills. Alternate attacks back onto the board, but already 60 rounds for Kinguin. Already managing to find the opening. He has been so good with this AWP. 13-4 at the moment. Speaking of difference makers, I think we found the one man. Wow, he's just going off. Is there even any point watching anyone else? Mani's cam. His knees are going to be hurting by the amount of carrying he's doing at the moment. Either way. Taking that upper control again. And once more, you could just see Keto. He's like, they're going to come heaven, aren't they? They're going to come heaven. I can just tell. Reeks already picks up one. Keto trying to be the hero. And actually, Stefan's here as well. A little bit of a cross onto the site. Keto has to do everything, and although he'll find one, the trade is quick. Kinguin, 7-3. Once again, money just going to be absolutely wrecked for this alternate attack side. Oh, what's going on here? I think he was trying to break the vent. He just ended up knifing Maniz. Stefan's found one. Hunden's caught another. I think they've made a bit of a mess of this round already. The bomb will be going down, and while Mouse quickly turns the tide. Bralin, however, will be able to pick off another. Keto coming back in with the M4. They've now found the rifle, but they don't have a kit. So if they are going to do this, they've got to do it fast. And unfortunately for them, it leaves them in a bit of trouble. Hensky just going to try and be a bit sneaky. He's found an AWP. You want to save the AWP? That's the question. Now, they did force into this round, so you can understand him wanting to go for it, but the time is just ticking far too much, and Reeks is going to put an end to it. 8 rounds, half one on the T side. Kinguin looking excellent at the moment. will just be a flat eco. Searson still manages to get himself a kill. Floaty stickers for Tensky. Clearly gave him the power to take down one once the floaty stickers were gone. So was he. 9-3. Team Kinguin. Really are just running away with it. And, well, they're looking for their double digits here. Still, the money is pretty close. Like, they haven't had any sort of flawless rounds. aTTaX have at least been keeping them honest along the way, but fact is, it's going very badly for aTTaX. They pretty much need to win out from here. Get all 3 remaining Barons, give them a chance on the T side. But even still, Kinguin should have this dead to rights, and their out of control situation is trying to be changed a little bit. Hunden looking for the fight, but they've just abandoned it again. If I'm not mistaken, let's go through. There's absolutely no one outside. Hunden now is going to try and take the peek back. They're just giving way too much control. They're trying to... I think they've just realized that they can't really fight it, so they're somewhat giving it up. But I just don't think this is a team you can give that much space to, and already Tensky is going to fall to the hands of the side. Hunden will be able to find one. He's trying to do a little bit more. He's going to meet his doom. Stefan again will trade. CT side giving a much better go at it. Mani's looking for the peek around the corner. Both players missing their shots, but it is going to be Stefan to win the duel. And Taz desperate to try and trade it. He's got to be careful because Keto is still up above. Going for the peek around. He has support from Mouse, who's about to come back in. Dead Stefan has that frag as well. Leaving it all onto Mouse. The bomb has been spotted as well. So they can rotate everybody in. And aTTaX are at least going to get themselves a 4th. And, well, this really does show how close it is. The fact that the T side don't have a large amount of cash in the bank. What does playoffs mean? It's like the top 8 normally of a tournament. Top 8 teams. So like quarterfinals, semifinals, and final. T-side are still going to force into this one. They've got 4 AKs, a little bit of utility. They are going to go pushing in towards ramp. Tensky instantly just falling back, but Searson's still there fighting. He's taken a pick. AKs are going to be kept, and now Tensky has the work to do, and he gets absolutely nothing. The trade available and the rotations needed. Pearson still looking to try and find something, but it is going to be the smoke going down. A little bit missed, but it won't matter. Roland just going to move his position slightly. Push going to be coming through. Stefan trying to find someone through one of those smokes, but no vision to be had, and it will be left into a 4v3. The advantage with the CT side, they've got plenty of utility to take this one back. Roland. Waiting patiently. Not flash him, but he finds the kill anyway. Leaving it on to just 2. Hunden doing a lot of damage, and Keto turning it back. But Taz, again, there to trade, leaving it with a 10th round. Double digits already for Kinguin on the T side is hugely impressive. Already. Reitz is going to be there to find the opener. It isn't looking like it's going to get any better here for aTTaX. The final buy of the half is a weak one, and they've already lost Hunden, who actually second on the board. They've lost their top man on the board as well. And Searson, instead of having his trusty AWP, is left with, well, nothing. He's dead now. I was going to say a scout. It won't really matter in the end. Tensky trying to do some work, but it is going to be Kinguin. 11 rounds on the T side of Nuke. You almost wonder why they didn't leave this one in. Maybe they, or didn't choose it, I mean. Maybe they knew that it would be left by alternate attacks, but They are looking excellent on this map. Here we go, though. Pistol round going to be important. Technical pause called. Rallen looking like he's lagging a little bit, so hopefully they'll be able to sort that one out relatively quickly. Obviously, this is a spot, or a match for a spot in the grand final of the Hellcase Cup. $57,000 prize pool, which is a pretty hefty amount of money for an online tournament. aTTaX in definite need of this pistol round. They're going to have any hope. Maniz has been excellent, which is almost worrying for going into the CT side. And well, we've got Hunden, Tensky. A little bit of utility behind them. They are going to look to try and challenge towards the ramp. Mouse is ready and waiting. Be throwing out a little bit of utility. Mouse is still ready and waiting. We'll spot them coming. He needs to hit something here, but he's just going to look to try and fall back. Reeks is here. They've got a lot of support, in fact. Nachi, they're going to try and fight this a little bit. Mouse has managed to sneak in and find a couple, but Hunden is there to trade, and Tensky grabs another. Has. Nice shot. At least be able to pick off one. Rallen's looking to try and rotate round to help him because they've managed to drop the bomb here. Although he will be executed very quickly indeed. Rallen trying to spam away. Hunden can't quite connect either, but eventually Stefan will do it. A lifeline gathered for alternate attacks, although it didn't seem a clean one. Now we look towards the force buy of Kinguin to see if they can break them back once again. Ready though, Reeds and Taz. What an aggressive push. Taz may be overdoing it a little bit. Will be shut down. It's those CZs versus mostly SMGs. Rallen should go down. He actually hits a dink onto Searson and at least makes things a little bit more interesting. Reeds is looking to try and go back for more, and he's retrieved the Galil. Probably not his weapon of choice, but something at least. Got to be careful though, because there is still a man above. Is he about to walk into the crosshair? Not quite. Not going to be spotted. Still got Maniz as well, holding on the outside. Minute 10 left for alternate attack, so not too worried just yet. They will be feeling the pressure in this one. A couple of players tagged. Obviously, Searson within inches of his life. Tensky with that trusty MP5, but that really hasn't been too good so far. Now sneaking down in towards the B site. Searson's going to be heard. Chance he gets finished off, but actually not the case. And now Maniz is the only one left. The fact is, if they do rotate towards this ramp, though, he will actually have a chance to win the round. Searson's still waiting in towards the A site. Are going to see the push coming in. That's the kill that was needed, and the bomb dropped as well. Maniz definitely in with a chance here. 25 seconds left on the clock. Just got to be careful from behind. Tensky will close it again. Only a couple of players remaining. And it looks like they may lose that Galil as well, so a little bit of weaponry gone. For the CT side, it won't be too much of a gain, but could be 11-6. slowly trying to bring this one back. Obviously, this is the last map of the best of 3. Winner does go through to the grand final. Bomb already making its way comfortably over towards this B site. Remaining players actually not really in the right place for the CT side. All of them around A. Either way now, not really wanting to hand away any of that extra money. Now you may be thinking, saving a USP, not really worthwhile, but... well, it isn't. You are correct in that aspect, but handing over $600 per kill for the SMGs that they have, now that is worth it. You don't want to give all this extra money over towards the T side. Now they're still going to gain a lot because they'll keep their whole team alive, which is definitely not something you really want if you're the CT side. At the same time, you don't want to give them any more than they're already going to get. (11-7). Straight in. Papa Taz has bought himself the XM. Ready. East side. Got a bit of a bolster of cash behind them. It's going to take a couple of rounds winning for Kinguin to actually break them. The CT side really don't have much utility to actually hold back a lot of these players. It is just going to come down to individual skill. Gonna see Mouse. Now the T's look to make their way in towards the site. Already lots of damage being done by the small amount of utility they have, at least onto Stefan. 40 seconds left on the clock, and the T's are actually going to try and switch things up. They've already found one of the kills. Mouse goes down on that ramp position. They're trying to find a little bit onto Tensky. It's going to be the peek out, but it's a nice shot already. Kaz going to try and burst in through the ramp door, but he is ended quickly. An alternate attacks a burst into life on this T side. 8 rounds going to be on the board for them, and Reetz, all he can hope to do is bring this rifle into the next round. I like how the most, like, original thing you come up with is calling them king trash. This is just funny to me. That's less original than King Lose, which is poor. Either way. CT side just going to invest a little bit into pistols. They do have the loss bonus built up now. They will get 3,400 into the next round. Already. Gonna have Stefan taking a little bit of damage. Reetz is the only one with a rifle, so the only one really expect to do much, and he's already down to 3 HP, so that definitely hasn't started the way he was hoping. Bralin towards the outside, and while one by one we just witness CT side falling apart. Rollins still trying to hide in this smoke. He's going to hear the players walking around him. Those are there already onto the site. He's got to be careful, though, because there is still one outside. Hard scoped in. There's a couple outside. Rollins going to do a bit of damage. Not anything too crazy. Hensky up above. Going to be spotted at least. The problem is they're now sectioned in. They're going to try and isolate Keto, and that's exactly what they'll do. Will actually place a rifle into their hands, but you can already see the T's are coming. Oh, very close for Roland. That's 2 kills he almost had. The fact is, though, it is going to be 11-9. The lead still held by Kinguin, but the comeback seems to be happening from alternate aTTaX. Once again, the explosive push onto the site has dealt a lot of damage. It's going to just be a attempted force of the issue, but Taz is here. He's trying to hold it down. He's actually run out of bullets. Will still do the damage with the USP. He's given his team a chance in this round, but Stefan's still going strong. Right through the smoke. Not going to find anything just yet. Reeks is their biggest threat from above, but they're definitely aware of it. Stefan holding to try and make sure he can't deny the plant, and with no utility, it is going to be difficult to get back in from the CT side. Mauser's going to join him up above. Benese in the vent, not really in the best place to challenge this one, and well, his teammates don't look to be doing too much either. It's just going to be the save from Team Kinguin. The difference is if they've kept 3 players alive, there was a chance at a purchase. Oh. Oh, what happened there? A little bit of a freeze. Well, will be another round on the ball for alternate aTTaX. They're definitely looking like they're going to bring this back at the moment, unless there is some sort of drastic change from their CT side. It has been 6 rounds in a row for the T's. Already. Minis. Taken down low. They've invested in some pistols here at least. And Mouse still has himself a rifle. Going into the next, they can pretty much afford whatever they want. Even the AWP, whatever. They can bring it into their arsenal. He's ready and waiting. Be able to do the damage though. DZ still have the chance to catch out alternate aTTaX, but they do seem to be pretty good at least making sure they don't run out of time. Tensky, well, speaking of timing, there it goes. He's already going to find one, but Mouse will be there to trade. He's the one with the rifle, and Taz actually has one of his own. Brings them something, and they could just look to take this into the next round, considering the problems that they're having at the moment. Any little bit of money could help them significantly, especially when it comes to rebuys. Fact is, though, scoreline will be equalized. 7 rounds in a row now for alternate aTTaX, and, well, I didn't expect to see a T side of nuke, but by the looks of things, both teams are looking for those double digits. He's looking for that quick opener. Searson has his AWP. There's so much money at the moment. In onto this T side that even if they do lose a round, they're going to be coming back just as strong. Maniz does have his AWP on the outside. I imagine that was dropped over by Mouse, who managed to save a gun in the previous. They are going to do a little bit of utility damage at least. Now you can see Searson just waiting patiently, and because of that, his opponents on the other side just don't want to peek. They don't want to take any risks. Clock starting to tick down. We'll see a bit of a push coming out the outside spot, but it's actually going to be the main play to come in. Taz gets that opener, but it's a trade from Hunden within seconds as Taz tries to reposition, and because of that he's caught. Tensky just doing work on the side. He gets 3 kills, executing his opposition, and well, the CT side defense is looking weak. Mal's trying to save things, but Searson is quick to make sure that doesn't happen. 12 to 11. Well, this is starting to get ridiculous. aTTaX, as said, they've had good T-sides all the way through this competition, but I did not expect to see them turn around a 10-5 half on nuke. I'm sorry, 11-4 half even. It's even better than I thought it was from Kinguin. And then it actually going all the way back to them being 12-11 in the lead after managing to win, what, 8 rounds in a row? It's ridiculous now. T-side, they're looking to pick up the pace. There is still a buy here from the CTs. The loss bonus plus those weapons saved will help them out a little bit. Breed's going to be trapped outside, but he does find himself a pick. He's getting tagged within inches of his life and looking to try and find a little bit more. Hunden spotted, but Hunden finds him instead. He has been good. 15-15. Equal at the moment. Maniz, however, be able to find one on the outside. Rarlan through the smoke picks off another, and after what has been a long streak, finally taking the lead. It's looked like it's going to be level pegging once again. Stefan is at least going to be able to close down another, bring it back to a closer scenario. It's not out just yet. Hito, Stefan have been the lead of this show, but Mao as well. He's definitely the star on the other side. 12 and 12, the scoreline is going to be equalized. Still though, the T side will have a ludicrous amount of money. And although you would never suggest losing a round could be a good strategy, it could actually work into their favor. Searson almost getting the timing right on that peek towards the door. Tatman all the way back into the corner of garage. And he's going to be the one this time to find the opening pick, looking to try and get their lead back. It was a hefty one, 11-4 half. A pistol round really could have just put this game to bed, but the fact is, it is now aTTaX with most of the money. The only disadvantage they really have at this point is the man one. Hunden. Gonna try and sneak around that outer spot. Seems like Mouse is actually homed in on the angle that hits the dink straight away. Reitz is also going to take down Tensky. It looks like the CT side have finally found some life in this game. Stefan's still trying to be the hero. Nice second shot. Will remove Taz at least and make things a bit more costly. Well, Mouse is going to decide to take that AWP. Not surprised at all. 13 to 12. Money's finally starting to actually be a bit more of a problem for aTTaX. Now, they will have the loss bonus starting to build up behind them anyway. So I'll have a buy into the next round no matter what. But after that, things could become a little bit more difficult for them. Pearson. Oh, looking to try and take outside. They're a little bit wary that there might be a little bit of a gap in the smoke. I imagine he might just drop one out just to make sure. Now I'm going to look to cross here. No casualties taken, although Keto does get tagged a bit towards the latter stages. Meniz is waiting, but Tensky, he waits for no man. His head will be removed, and they're going to set up Searson with that AWP for anybody who wants to drop down the vents. Has not going to play that card, and Reek's now looking to try and rotate in. They've still got to worry about Mouse, who's up above, but as he drops down, he gets caught. Reeks is going to meet the same fate, and Rallen at least managing to trade one back without any sort of return just yet. Gonna look to rotate back around. The door's closed. He's not going to be able to stop this barn, and in fact, well, he's not going to be able to stop anything as the bullet penetrates his skull. Now the problem... Well, wait, Taz doesn't have armor? I don't know if he knows that. He hasn't had any kills in this round, so it was just a mistake. And well, he's going to die for sure. Will make no difference in the end. It's going to be Mao's actually assisting that kill, and as we get the scoreline equalized, you realize that the money for Kinguin is not in a good state. Technical pause called as there's some loss for Searson. Wait, hopefully this is going to be sorted out relatively soon. Marsh wants this to go to a fourth map. To be fair, at this point, it would just do that now. See if we can actually find a decisive winner, because at the moment it is looking pretty damn close. At least Searson will be able to sort his problem out soon, and we can get back into the action. Fact is, the CT side are just going to have to take a hit in this one anyway, so it should be a relatively easy round for the guys at aTTaX. We might be getting back into this one now. East-side problems have been sorted. Mouse. Oh, looking to try and send heavier presence over towards this A side, just in the hopes of being able to catch these players off guard. In fact, are they all on A? I think they are. Oh, a little bit of a voice crack there. No, just Minis elsewhere. Everybody else is going to be onto this A side. I suppose he's just going to be the sort of alarm bell if they do look to just run down towards the B side. The problem is they've gone the other way, making their way all the way round in towards the ramp. It's completely clear, and this, well, this may caused the T's to just realize that they might be stacking over towards that side. Now, obviously, the rotations are still relatively quick, but I think after the vent change, we've definitely seen a bit of a different nuke. T-side rounds coming a little bit easier, as you can't just have that quick rotation. You don't have to worry so much about the plant spots. Well, this is a round that's already dead to rights. Simplistic stuff for alternate attacks. They're going to have absolutely no troubles in this round. CTs though. We'll want to try and find an exit or two. Going to try and hold them in on the remaining positions of the map. Obviously, the bomb radius on this map is a little bit ludicrous. You need to get quite far away from it for it to not kill you, and obviously it can still do you through the floor as well. Searson is going to be able to close down one. Not that it really matters. And now the CTs can come back with a purchase of their own. They lose this round, though, and they're going to be in a real problematic scenario. $2,400 is all they'll have in the bank. aTTaX going to go for that early out of control. Meniz is on the AWP once again. He had a fantastic start to this map on the T side, but has definitely slowed down. And Taz, someone I sort of expected to be a big factor on nuke, has yet to really show up just yet. But still 3 rounds left of regulation. If Kinguin can win all 3, if he can play a part, I don't think they're going to care. Again, we're going to see an outer smoke setup, which will allow Tensky to cross. Nade will actually do significant damage onto him, though. Nice little bit of utility usage. Ramp this time will have defender on it. Mouse will be there. Has some support as well from Reach, so bit of a crossfire setup as they do look to push in towards this portion of the map. Now, I imagine as they push, they're going to try and use the other player as a distraction, and it works wonderfly. 4 quick kills coming in from the CT side. Now Hunden has to go into God mode if they're going to have any chance of winning this one. Well, needs to at least do some damage. Absolutely flawless from Kinguin. I don't know where that came from. Wasn't Taz to step up. The rest of the team did a lot of the damage. At the same time, who really cares? As long as they're winning the rounds, it doesn't matter. Another buy will come in. But it's going to be buys till the end of the game for both teams. It's the last 2 rounds. Side looking to go for a much faster take of the outside. Marlon is going to be around the area, but the fact is it is just going to be the run straight through. This time there's no magnificent nade to stop them. Push will be coming down. Meniz is waiting. He got caught out last time. That nade's going to do a lot of damage, though. Absolutely disgusting amount of damage. Meniz has already managed to retreat as well, and he's going to go back for a little bit more. Missing the initial shot. But there is Mouse to come in from behind. Meniz manages to pick off the last one. And, well, by the looks of things, Kinguin may have come to life right when they needed to. Stefan, still with a little bit of life left in him, finds a pick back. Maybe the round isn't done just yet. Pearson. Ramp the timing, though, not going to work out for him. And Stefan is the only one left. 15-14. Kinguin with map point, but only one attempt to do it. Otherwise, we will be heading into overtime. The T's will still have a purchase here. Weapons will be juggled. Keto, they have to take a bit of a hit. No, I think Stefan should have him covered with an AK-47. And ultimately, it leaves 2 perfect buys for either side. However, if the string of rounds is anything to go by, this should be alternate attacks. I'm trying to use fate to try and predict this one because, if I'm honest, using anything else just isn't working. Nade's going to be thrown in to try and deny the T's any early presence in towards this A site. Obviously skeptical that they may just go for something fast to try and end this. Obviously, I say end this. I mean, take it to overtime. End regulation, at least. Wait, minute left on the clock. Still plenty of utility, although smokes are diminished. There's only HEs and flashbangs really on the Kinguin side. There's one smoke left onto Reeks, and now we do witness the push being attempted. Taz is going to go down. Mouse though with an important spray. He's found himself 3 kills. He's managed to give them a good chance in this one. Rallen looking to push through the smoke, but they're going to make their way on towards the B site. Rallen has to be careful when he drops down. He isn't going to be found. Rotation already coming in from Maniz. Nade going to try and stop the man planting, and he does a hell of a lot of damage to Searson. Rallen could hit the timing right. He knows his opponent's not facing the right way, and now Hunden is the one left to save them. Dropping out of the vent. He may actually be able to catch Rallen here, but he doesn't. It will be the win for Kinguin. It couldn't have been much closer, but they're the ones heading to the grand final. They will face against Avangard tomorrow, so make sure you come back for that. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We will be back again tomorrow. See you then. I've been Tombiz.
Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.